In the previous episode of Chapters of My 20s,
my role and my department, everyone was laid off. Oh no, one of the things that I was worried about is coming true. So on the last week of my work week, I sent over both of my work laptops and equipments back to the other side of Canada where my company is actually based. And I was actually worried about it getting lost in the mail because it's two really expensive computers. So I had a Mac and an Alienware. And I was actually thinking as I was packing it up, would it get lost in the mail? Because if it doesn't arrive, then I wouldn't be able to get last payment, my severance pay. I was kind of worried about it. And then I literally just got an email from the IT department being like, hey, so today I received one of the laptops, but the other one has not arrived yet. Can you please take a photo of the receipt when you dropped it off to the FedEx store and send it to us? But it was literally like a drop-off stop, so there was no receipt. It was like a convenience store, so I literally just dropped it off and then left. But thank goodness, I was kind of like trying to predict for the worst, so I took so many videos and footage and everything before I sent things back. Also, like if you're sending equipment back, always make sure to do videos and photos before you send it back so that if anything does get damaged when they're being shipped, then it's not on you and you still can get like all of your payments and stuff. So I have those videos. I'm going to send it to the IT, and then also the IT was saying that I should go and check with the drop-off store again to see if they know anything. So I'm gonna go do that now. But I'm so stressed. Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. I was so worried about this happening and now it's happening. Update. So I just got back from the FedEx store. I was talking with the guy it was the same guy working that was there. So he actually remembered me dropping off the laptops, and he said he did successfully ship it out. He was like, it's not between you and me, it's more between your employer and FedEx to figure things out. And then if there's anything wrong, then FedEx will contact me. It probably just got lost in like the FedEx mail or something. It's taking a bit of time. So I guess we will just wait now and see. But yeah, hopefully they are able to find the laptop. This is my interview setup. 2 drinks are a must. Got this. I got this.
I also wanted to ask, is the position being backfilled or is it new? Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. It was really great to chat with you.
I've been in the influencer space for over several years with experience on both the brand side and also the agency side. Right. Yeah. There's these screening softwares now that you don't need to talk to a recruiter and you can just record your answers. I don't know how I feel about this.
I'm an influencer marketing specialist with 7+ years of experience in the field. So fluent in Mandarin and
out with my mother-in-law right now. We have another errands day. We have the dogs. They're going to the vet, so we're just taking them to the vet to get their annual shots. Money is always going to be a bit of an issue, especially in a layoff period. Looking on the bright side of things, one thing that I was very grateful for is because of this situation, it kind of forced me to take my finances a lot more seriously. So one of the first things that I did was actually make a list of all of my assets, which accounts they are in, kind of just like have a holistic view of how long I can survive while going through this period of looking for a job and figuring out my next steps. And then the next thing that I was honestly kind of grateful for is it finally pushed me to go and set up my RRSP account, so my retirement savings account. And I guess in the US it would be similar to like a 401k. And I know that for some people, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, like you still didn't set it up yet. And that was honestly one of the main fears that I had and why it took me so long to do that. I always felt like I didn't have enough education to properly set it up. And then the more that I educate myself, the more I got scared of opening something like this and setting it up and making a mistake. So I guess I kind of like procrastinated in doing that. But because of this event, it really forced me to be like looking at the YouTube videos, really forced me to take action and actually do the thing.
I ended up texting my best friend the day that I set up the 2 accounts. I bought my first stocks, so I messaged her and I was just like, oh my gosh, I bought my first stocks. Like, I feel very adult. For myself, I always felt like I'm so behind when it comes to this type of thing, but I also had to kind of tell myself, hey, it's better to start late than never. Who knows how long I would have put it off if this thing didn't happen and I was forced to kind of think about how I can make my money go further. I am doing everything by myself. I'm not really going through an advisor, but I'm just doing a lot of research on my own to figure out and kind of like test things and play around with things. So I will keep you guys updated on how it goes, but so far it's been pretty exciting. I can kind of see why people are hooked on this because it does feel very satisfying to see like it go up and down.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. Yeah, how's it going?
So all the recruiter calls that I've had so far have been over the phone with like no camera or anything. And for some reason, I thought this one was also the same. So in the morning, I was in my like nice Uniqlo work top for my first interview. And then I changed out of it 1 minute before the actual interview. I looked for the phone call and nobody was calling me. So then I was double checking the link and it turns out that it was a video link. And then I quickly like put my hair was up in a bun, so I quickly put it down. I was just like, oh, I don't have time to change, so I'm just wearing my hoodie. I don't even have stuff under here. If you know, you know. But yeah, it turned out pretty well. I don't think she dressed super professionally either, so it was fine. I got a rejection today. I had one interview, actually 2, one with the recruiter and then one with the hiring manager, and then I just got feedback from them. This is what they said. I think overall the interview went really well and I had pretty high hopes for it, but this is what they said. Their reasoning was, unfortunately, we will not be moving forward with your application as we are focused on hiring on the East Coast at this time. They will keep my resume on file in case anything changes and will keep me in mind for future positions that is a good fit. It's okay. You know what? It's okay. Whatever happens is meant to happen. But you know what else was cool? So after I got this rejection, I ended up also receiving 2 new opportunities that came. This random recruiter found me on LinkedIn. There's some opportunities there that we're discussing potentially. I also had this company that I applied for reach out to me being like, hey, I think the position you applied for is a little bit below your expertise. Maybe you can try to apply for this other one that's a little higher instead. Which I was like, so nice. Like, nobody really does that. That means that they actually looked at my resume and they tried to think of a better position for me, which is so nice of them. So yeah, you know what? One door closes, a bunch more will open. So just trying to keep up the good vibes. I have not had such a fancy breakfast in so many years. It's kind of crazy how much you can do when you have time on your hands. This is a breakfast that mom would approve. I just finished one of my interviews. On the actual call, I asked the guy, because he was like the director of marketing, so he had a lot more decision power. So I asked him, is there anything that's like hesitating you from hiring me based off of our conversation? And he was like, no, I think you're pretty good, so we'll move you on to the next round. So yeah. Y'all, I did so many batches of laundry yesterday. I think we have like 4 batches right here. Do my favorite thing, fold laundry. Okay, I need your help. I'm trying to decide between 2 outfits for an in-person interview that I'm having today. Interview is in its 3rd round and it's going to be an in-person panel interview. I already had 2 interviews and they were all remote for this company, and it is based in Vancouver, so I will be able to go to the office, and I'm kind of debating between 2 outfits right now. Help me decide and figure out which one to wear. This is my first outfit. I don't know, should I tuck this in? 1 tucked in? Yes, no? Maybe do 2 tucked in, like this. To be honest, I'm kind of nervous for this in-person interview because for the past 5 years, all of my jobs were remote and online. So it's been so long since I've worked in an office. So what if I'm awkward in person? I feel like I'm so used to interacting with like a screen. Like, what am I gonna do face to face? Hello, this is my second outfit. So I feel like this one is more red, color is more lively, like it kind of brightens me up. I feel like it kind of shows that I'm more energetic. I have a lot of energy to contribute to the company. There are just so many things that come with the in-person thing that you have to worry about, especially as a female. If I'm at home, then I can kind of control what shows up on the camera, but then in person, you have to bring like a different level of energy. Today, I realized how long it takes to get ready and like do my makeup, do my hair. I'm kind of worried, what if I get makeup smudge or lipstick on my teeth and I don't even know it? But yeah, I don't know if you guys feel the same way about this. Speaking of in-person interviews, I also have to care so much about my hair if it's in person. You can see that my roots are growing out right now. I haven't had time to touch them up yet, so like it's so obvious that you can see my white hair showing, which is so sad. I'm only 27, but I have a lot of white hair already and I haven't had time to touch them up. So yeah, I will just have to go to the interview like this. One thing all cat owners will understand is having to defer the coats, especially right before you go out. I thought all of the fur was completely removed from my jacket, but when I came out into the light, I realized that there was still a lot of fur on it. So I'm just gonna take my jacket off and just go in like this. Just finished my interview and I think it went really well actually. Now I'm just so exhausted because it was supposed to be 1 hour and then they ended up adding on a technical interview that was supposed to happen afterwards right away. So I stayed for an hour and a half, finished all of the interviews. I think I'm done with all of the interviews, so now we just wait. The office itself was super nice too. The location was also near a lot of really good food places, so I think if I went there, then lunch would be really exciting in person. Yeah, my brain is just so tired now, so I'm just gonna go home and decompress. I just got back and changed into my PJs and comfortable glasses and stuff, and I was about to sit down and write the thank you emails to the people who interviewed me, which is what I usually do after an interview. But I checked my email and I saw that the recruiter or like the HR already messaged me and said that I'm moving on to the next round. So I guess I was mistaken because there is one more round. She said that it would be the last final round and it'll be a short conversation with the head of the company. So I am going to go ahead and book that. Yay! That was so fast. I literally saw them like 2 hours ago and then I walked back, and by the time I got back I got the notice. Also, maybe I'm more introverted than I thought, but after I got back from the interview I just felt so drained. I just feel dead inside right now and I just need to recharge. I'm kind of scared. I'm about to hit publish on my first vlog in a while. Ah! Okay, I did it. It's live. Literally probably only 20 people will be watching the video and clicking on it. It's scary to be so vulnerable and put yourself out there. Hopefully this can resonate with more people, and as long as it makes at least one person feel less alone, I think this video achieved its goal. Okay, really great news. So we have an update on the missing laptop. I just got an email from HR being like, hi, we would like to follow up with you about the equipment return. After a week of investigation, FedEx finally found the missing package. Yay! And it is on its way to us. As it arrives at our office and IT checks it, I will contact payroll to process your severance. So awesome, great news, yay! Whew. Okay, that is a weight lifted off of my chest. I feel a lot better, and it's like closure, like last step of the closure system. Once the last payment processes, then we will be officially done with working there. My offer letter. Okay, here's to a new start.